Hi there, and welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, the podcast that discusses the Disneyland Resort and the Disney IP in an enthusiastic, informative, and often humorous way. Show notes for this episode and every episode can be found on leavingtodaypodcast.com. If you're listening to us on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, please subscribe and leave a comment. Until then, thank you for listening and enjoy the show.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Let's do this. Hello, and hello. Welcome to Leaving Today podcast. This is episode number 58, if you can believe it. Even if you don't, it's true. My name is Mark. I'm one of your co-hosts today, as I was the previous 57 episodes. Sitting to the left of me is the game changer herself, Jess.
Hello.
Sitting to the right of me is the trail master of puppets himself, Udi.
Hi.
Yeah, and welcome to this show. If you found us on iTunes, thank you so much. Please leave a comment and give us a rating, however you see fit. Same on Stitcher Radio, you can do the same thing. And I guess on Podbean, you can leave comments, but we don't ever check that. You can also check us on our socials at our Instagram and our Facebook page, which we'll give those details to you at the end of the show. Tonight's episode, we're starting a new series called 5 Up and 3 Down, where we talk about 5 essential things that we like and 3 things we do not like. And we're going to break it down by land. And imagine we're going to go across the Esplanade to the park at some point too. But tonight we're starting off with Main Street USA. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we have one-on-one with Jess. She'll make a triumphant return. And then we have the news, of course. There's always a lot of that. Tonight's question. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. We are about to start the second quarter of 2018. Yep. Pixar Fest is coming up in a rapid fashion. I think a couple days after this episode drops is when it starts, if my math is correct, which it may not be. What is today?
Today's late.
8th.
No, this will come out a couple days after it drops. Yeah, did I say before? Mm-hmm. Anyways, we'll get the gist of it. We are really about a year away from Galaxy's Edge. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And Marvel Land is going to be taking shape at the end of the summer. And a lot of good things. That's what's going on in the timeline of real-time events. So I don't know when you guys listen to the show or if it's maybe a year from now you understand where we are. So tonight's question, I was thinking about this. I'm talking about phones. All right, hypothetically, let's say we're staying at a hotel off property and we take the shuttle into the park. Mm-hmm. Okay, the 3 of us are doing it. We go through the main gate and I go, hey, Udi, why don't you take a picture of us in front of the Mickey floor? You go, okay, cool. And you pat down your pants and you go, crap, I don't have my phone with me.
Okay.
Same thing with you, Jess. Are we going back to the hotel to get it, or can you spend a day at the park without the phone?
I'm going back to get it.
You are?
Oh, yeah. Pictures.
Okay, no, I'm talking about Max Pass at all. You would say I have to go back and get it, but we're already at the park. We can hear the music and stuff.
That's okay. You guys go. I'll be right back.
Okay. Udi?
Same. And it has nothing to do with needing my phone to talk or...
No, I just want pictures.
...play games or do anything like that. It has everything to do with taking pictures.
Taking pictures?
Yep.
What if I go, what am I? I have my camera here. It's the LTP camera.
Okay, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, you are good?
Is it digital?
It's digital.
I've got
then we're good.
this little sneaky thing on my wrist, so I'm good with everything else.
Oh yeah. Well, okay.
If I need to communicate,
Yes.
then I can.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. And again, has nothing to do with needing to stay connected, and I air quote the connected.
Connected.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I
for all
agree.
those who don't know, I'm doing the air quotes in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Connected.
Yes.
It has everything to do with just wanting pictures to commemorate
Okay.
the excursion.
The excursion. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right on. Oh, that's nice.
It was easy.
Yeah. I was just curious because
What would you do, huh?
If there's the three of us, I would probably. Oh man, it'd be tough. I would want to. I'd like to say that I would be okay without it, but I like having it. And I don't want to use the cop out of saying, well, because my kids need to reach me, sort of thing. But that would be sort of it, because I would hate to go back to my phone, 8 hours later and go, oh well, I called you 8 hours ago, my car broke down, or something like that. But
yeah, you're a dad.
I know,
you're what your priorities may be a little bit different than Jess and mine.
But still, I would like to think that I could probably deal without having a phone. So I'm going to go with that. But I'd be like...
We did when we were growing up.
We did. Yeah. We somehow barely made it.
I know. How did we survive not having... We had what were called payphones.
Yeah.
And for all those who don't know what they are, they're little booths where you picked up a phone and put money into it, actual coins.
That's right. 10 cents. Or sometimes...
Jess is like, I don't even know what those are.
You stop it.
Did you ever... I don't know if you ever did this or not, but when you needed to get a ride, remember calling collect?
Yep.
And then they would say, who's a call from? And then you would say, pick me up at 7-Eleven, like that.
No, I never did that.
So they go,
yeah.
who? Pick me up at 7-Eleven. Okay. And then,
No, I never did that. Anytime I called collect, I was... Usually because I was going to be in trouble. So
well, it's
you face
because
the music.
Yeah, but because they would say, "Well, what is your name?" And you go, "Well,
Oh,
my name's
I remember.
Mark." And so instead of saying my name, I said, "Pick me up at 7-Eleven." So they would get it on the other end, be like, "Hi, would you accept a call from Pick Me Up at 7-Eleven?" No, thanks.
Didn't they do a commercial? Had a baby, it's a boy.
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember. It was a commercial a long time ago.
All right, off track here. Well, I guess we will jump into our news.
Beep 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 beep.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Expedition Roasters Coffee, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. Hey, and when I'm on Main Street USA, one of my favorite things to do is have a cup of Main Street USA Colombian.
Yeah, and then, hey, if you're not sure what to get or if you want to give, they have gift cards. Go to their website. You can get a gift card from them or a sampler pack. Always a good way to go.
And make sure once you get to the checkout to type in the LTP20 discount code for 20% off your first purchase.
Awesome. So that is Expedition Roasters, where they encourage you to brew your happy place. All right. Our news hounds have been hard
You got
at
to
work.
ruffle those pages, my friend.
Yeah.
I think so.
No, I have them. I always write them out in order, but I think I'm going to change the
That
order
ruffle?
That was a ruffle of my phone because that's where all the notes are.
a little bit. I'm going to change the order because I'm going
Okay.
to start off with a controversial one, which I think is somewhat controversial.
Which one?
This goes back to...
Is it the understaffing one?
It is,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'm on it.
Okay, so the title of this article, what I called it, is Disney May Be Understaffing. Now, you guys ever use touringplans.com?
No,
Okay.
never heard of it.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a guy. It's run by a guy named Len Testa, and he, basically, he just you pay to get like a monthly subscription, and he tells you how to best maximize your day at the park, sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't know that it's really anything beyond more than common sense. People could do this on their own, but it is what
I
it
do
is.
it when you can pay somebody, I guess.
I suppose, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, but he does have a couple of interesting things where he does have a crowd calendar, like a crowd index saying, okay, well, this day is going to be good. And he's been doing this for a long time. So he was on another podcast that I listened to, actually the Disney Unplugged, the one Michael Bowling's on.
Yep.
And I'm going to read a little highlight thing from his. Apparently, his wait time projections were significantly off for the start of 2018.
Wow.
Particularly, wait times in January were worse than almost any month of all 2017. The thought of wait times in January being close to Christmas level is insane.
Wow.
Yes. After analyzing the data from many angles, they came to the conclusion that Disney is running the parks with reduced staffing and consequently reduced attraction hourly capacity, resulting in longer wait times even though there might be fewer guests than normal. He goes on to mention a few different motivations Disney may have for doing this, including the obvious reason being that they are simply saving money to do the more complex thought that they might be trying to artificially control apparent crowd levels in order to justify price increases and ticket price fielding. So this sounds like something that Udi would be all over.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, most corporations, unfortunately, when they come into the quote-unquote slower part of the year, that's what they do automatically. You knock your staffing down. It is a one cost that is 100% controllable. If you work in retail, you cannot always control the cost of goods. You cannot control sales, how much comes in, returns, yada, yada, yada. I can go on and on and on. But one cost you can absolutely control is your staffing, your hours, how many budgeted hours you have, and that is a cost you can control. Now, obviously, it's going to depend from company to company on how drastic that is and how much of an iron fist they use to control it. But it makes total sense that they would do that, and I hate it. And I always hate it because they always forget the one factor that is affected: the guest, the customer. They always forget. Like, oh, dollar, bottom line. Business-wise, get it. They forget. Customer suffers, guest suffers. And without their money, everything suffers. So, yeah, I can totally see it. It totally makes sense to me, but I totally disagree with it. I think you just keep on going with it, and you hopefully attract more people in, and you just make the experience better so that you can then increase on the return, which is what they should always be banking on. Don't try to get more people to come back on a, not once a year, twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, 4 times a year. That is a better thing to do. Same thing with retail.
Yeah.
Who cares about the one-time customer? You need the guy to come in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need him coming over and over and over again, and that's how you encourage it, by continuously having this level of service. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can see them doing that, and I found this article. I listened to this podcast before I went last time, and I was just trying to pay attention to how things were run. Pirates seem fast. The loading, unloading seemed fast.
Always a quick loader, though.
Storybook seemed extremely slow. I mean, the line was longer than I've ever seen it. I mean, it had snake-backed just in this queue probably 11, 12 times.
Wow.
And I was like, what?
I've never seen it that long.
What is going on here?
Have you?
And,
what is the longest when you're working? What is the problem?
I've seen it like that. I've seen it outside the queue, and then
But
the extended
at peak
queue.
time? At peak time?
Yeah.
But how about off time?
It depends on the amount of boats they're running.
Okay, and there it is.
Oh, right. Anyways, all right. I just thought that was interesting.
Yep.
Okay. Moving on. Okay. So we have an aerial photo of Marvel Land, and we see where it's going to be. We know it's going to be in a Bug's Land, and it's going to be back behind Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
So, however, there's a Spider-Man attraction that they had mentioned is coming here, and that called to mind an article that I read back in 2017 where patents got leaked about a certain device.
I remember that. Yep.
And I go, I'm going to try to find those. And so I did, and sure enough, that is exactly what we're talking about now. When Disney Parks announced the new Marvel Land, a Spider-Man attraction was also announced. Speculation began, yes it did, as to what this could be. I pulled this from an October 6, 2017 article. A patent hints that we could see an attraction in Disney California Adventure upcoming Marvel-themed land that would allow guests to swing through skyscrapers of Marvel Studios Manhattan. So there are details of a potential, and use that in air quotes, new Disney Spider-Man ride below. A couple of notes from the designers. Our goal in designing this ride system was to deliver an experience similar to what it would feel like to be with Tarzan or similar characters swinging between trees of a jungle on a vine, or with Spider-Man on a similar character swinging on webs between buildings as you move down streets of a city. The ride is intended to have a swinging sensation provided while also having forward travel along a ride path in a direction of travel, and for the swinging sensation to feel thrilling and fun. So, what we have here, and which I'm going to put this online, like a high-level track overview of what it's going to look like, and then the mechanism of what this is. And we're going to describe it. It's basically an arm on a lever that's dangling, and it can go.
Yeah, it's like kind of a
Only
pendulum.
4 people.
Well, it may be 4
That
and
line's
4
gonna
by
take
4 by 4,
forever.
maybe 4 by 4.
Could be maybe backwards. I don't know.
But you have to think
No,
about.
look at it.
Okay, but even though it's going to be 4 probably attached. So this is one
Okay.
car of the train that'll probably be 8, maybe 12
Oh yeah.
cars all together. So if you do that, you can do the math real quick on that. 40, 50 riders a train.
Hopefully.
That they would have to do something like that, I think. But here, so I kind of go into this different area right now. If it is a Spider-Man ride, so if everyone understands the IP of Spider-Man and how it's very convoluted on who owns, Sony owns Spider-Man or any. But I don't know if it's theatrical. Maybe I'm going to have to dig a little bit. So I'm curious on how that's going to work out.
Right.
Because if it is a Spider-Man ride, then something has to be happening on the backside for money.
Sure.
And I don't know if they're going to be paying some kind of money towards them, or if they're going to maybe make an offer straight out and go like, we're going to buy the entirety of its property. Which if Sony and anyone else who owns it, that's what I would do. Because I'd be like, how much do you want for it? How bad do you want Spider-Man? Okay, I'm going to be asking for X amount of dollars, and Disney's probably going to be like, here you go.
Sure.
No problem. Here, let me write you a check.
I know that on the East Coast, Disney cannot even touch Spider-Man because it already exists at Universal. up
Yeah,
there.
but
here it doesn't.
well, that is why it's very interesting, very, very interesting to figure out. I mean, small details, some people don't care. I do because I find it interesting on how IPs work.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
But the how does this ride experience look to you?
It looks like it's fun.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
it'll
it
be
should
a
be
lot
cool.
of fun, yeah.
So it's like a swinging arm that's on a track, and
And you're swinging side to side, not
Yeah.
swinging front to back.
right, but you'll get the forward motion.
As you're traveling, yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. I will definitely check this thing out.
Okay, so everyone who's seen the Spider-Man movie can picture how he's swinging from spiderweb to spiderweb, from building to
Right.
building. Definitely going to get that sensation. I mean, once you guys listen to this, go to the website. Mark will put those pictures up, and you can definitely look and get what we're talking about here.
Yeah. It looks really fun.
Yep.
Heck yeah. I don't know how high it can go, though,
That's
as far as the angle.
Yeah.
Looks like 90, well, probably above 90, huh?
Maybe above 90 if they want to go that high. It looks like they possibly can with the way this is designed. They can go further than 90, which would be insane,
Oh, that would be really fun.
right?
They have to make it still kind of keep it a kid's ride, though.
I don't know.
I think he'd be programmed for different sequences.
know.
We'll see. Yeah. All right. That should be interesting. I'll put those on Instagram or something so you guys can scroll.
That'll
through.
be, yeah, the development of Marvel Land is going to start coming pretty hot and heavy, I think.
this summer. And
I mean,
they
like-
want to have it done by 2020.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. All right. So
Hey,
here's
at least it's going over there.
if it was coming in
Yeah, I think
Disneyland.
We'd all be throwing tables over and getting mad.
Yep.
Yes, we would.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
Downtown Disney closures. Maybe I mentioned this before, but I just want to bring it up again. In order to make way for the new hotel in downtown Disney, here is a list of closures that will be closed by June 30th, 2018. AMC 12 Theaters, Rainforest Cafe, ESPN Zone, Earl of Sandwich, Alamo Rent-A-Car, Starbucks, and 2 Disney businesses.
That just opened, by the way. That Starbucks is what, less than a year old?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disney Vacation Club and Walt Disney Travel. Yeah, that's no big loss. But whatever. This is not a huge loss for anything.
No.
So, I mean, Starbucks will reemerge. You take one down, 2 more show up somewhere.
Right. They have
They'll put it in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, and I mentioned this before, I think the Rainforest Cafe might show up again somewhere. In
I
there.
hope so, because that brings in good business.
Yeah, because isn't that one of your little favorite spots
yeah.
to go to?
It's your Caesar salad spot, right?
That's
Yep.
our Caesar salad.
The rest, I don't know. ESPN Zone is not in.
No, I could
Yeah,
care
nothing
less.
exciting.
No.
I went there maybe a year after it opened,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, okay, kind of cool, but nothing at all exciting.
It's just like a Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Maybe worse.
Yeah, well, it is worse.
I would go
but-
worse. I
Yeah.
would go worse.
I've been to the one. I've never been to that one. I've been there's one in Chicago. I was in one night and with my dad, and the food was very subpar. Mm-hmm. We went in there to watch a Monday Night Football game. In fact, the game was like 3 hours, and they kept telling us to order like every half an hour, every 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not hungry. I'm here for drinks, and I'm here to watch the game.
That was not going to fly with them. You had to order something.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm no big loss for me. Okay. So coming up is Pixar Fest on April 13th. Oh, what is that? Jess was asking me just before that. She was,
I know.
"What
I was very curious about it.
And I said, well, thank you for asking, Jess. Pixar Fest is best described as the biggest Pixar celebration ever to come to Disney parks. In fact, maybe the only one's ever come. I don't know. But it will take place from April 13th through September 3rd of 2018 at the Disneyland Resort, and it will include new attractions. In fact, a whole new land layover, live shows, fireworks, parades, merchandise. That's shocking. Character greetings and even themed food, all celebrating all things Pixar.
I'm excited.
Very cool.
A new fireworks
Oh,
show,
God, I can't wait.
Together Forever, a
Oh,
Pixar
boy.
nighttime spectacular. This may be a trivia question later in the year, so keep that in mind. Will debut, celebrating Pixar stories through the decades as it lights up the sky over Disneyland. Dazzling. I love being dazzled at Disneyland.
It's the best.
It's the best. I was dazzled for the 60th anniversary. The whole year, whole 18 months, I was
The
dazzled.
whole 18
I was
months.
dazzled. Well, let me see. So with pyrotechnics, that's good. They're having that for a fireworks show. They're having
Yeah, that's always a plus.
Yes, and memorable music as a heartwarming story celebrates the theme of friendship, an ever-present concept in Pixar animation, and a constant theme running through the celebration.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Together Forever comes to life through projections on iconic park locations such as Sleeping Beauty Castle, the water screens of the Rivers of America, the facade of It's a Small World, and the buildings on Main Street, USA. This time-honored tradition of Tinkerbell flying over Sleeping Beauty Castle also gets a Pixar twist with a special flavor by Buzz Lightyear.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And then them having
It's going to be dazzling.
And then them having the house from Up with the balloons fly.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. I've got just mad goosebumps just even thinking about it.
Really?
Oh, can you not see those?
Yep.
I can see them.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's ridiculous. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
13 and I will definitely be camping out. We already talked about it.
You will.
For the fireworks?
You're going to go on April 13th next week?
No. We're going in July for the birthday.
Oh.
So we'll camp out for the birthday.
Okay.
Or not for the birthday, but for this. Oh, it's going to be so good. I can't wait.
Okay. Will you watch any videos beforehand of it?
Yes.
You will?
She does. She
Let's
cheats.
see.
She cheats.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I can't help it.
She can't help it.
Oh, gosh. This just looks so good.
So about parades, Pixar Parade is hopping across at the Esplanade to Disneyland this spring and is being led by someone or something new.
That'll be interesting to see who and what.
Well, it's, I think it's going to be the lamp. The lamp's going to start it off.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I see right here.
Yes. Let's see. Anyways, you're going to have characters from Up.
Cute. The
Carl
Pixar ball.
Fredricksen and Doug follow behind amid green foliage and snipe chicks. I don't know what that is.
Where? Hang on. I lost you.
Oh, in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Snipe. Have you ever seen Up?
I don't know what snipe is. I don't know what that.
Have you seen the movie Up?
Yes, I have.
Kevin?
Oh.
Remember? I caught the snipe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
the
It's been a while.
babies.
Okay.
Squirrel.
Kevin's a girl? It's the best movie ever.
Inside Out also joins the parade with joy and sadness perched atop of colorful memory orbs as they take flight aboard Bing Bong's rocket wagon. With Bing
cute.
Bong himself
No
cheering
anger?
them on.
No, he needs to stay away.
Oh man, he's my favorite.
Let's see. April 13th, Paint the Night parade returns. This time, guests will enjoy the parade's 1.5 million bright LED lights and catchy tunes at DCA.
I'm okay with that.
Yes. At Disneyland Park, the popular Red Rockets Pizza Port will transform into Alien Planet Pizza, a better place inspired by Disney Pixar's Toy Story. Among the menu items will be new pizzas, including a special pepperoni pizza topped with green peppers and mushrooms, and a hearty cheeseburger pizza. I'm yawning.
I care less about that.
Less than thrilled with that nonsense.
Who cares? Sorry.
Was that the news we had? We kind of blew through that.
Wow, that was
sure
a lot
did.
quicker than I thought we were going to.
Yeah. I don't really care about parades, so I don't.
Yeah, no, neither do I. So I'm kind of like, wow.
Yeah. Does the Pixar
They're
Fest?
both old parades. The Pixar Play Parade's been around forever at DCA. So it'll
I
be
caught
nice
the
to
tail
see
end of
them.
one, yeah.
It'll be nice to
Yeah.
see them kind of redo it, or not redo it, but revamp it.
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of cool to see it at Disneyland for once. And I love the music, so now walking down Main Street is actually going to be something I like to hear. But now to see Paint the Night, I have to go across the way, which is unfortunate.
You'll survive.
But now I can have a beer while I watch, so that is a bonus.
Yeah.
There are pluses to everything.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it anyways. I mean, I don't really care about the parades.
Yeah, the fireworks I can get around on that one. I can get on board with that, but the parade, nah.
No.
I've said it a million times. I'd rather go be on attraction than watch a parade.
For sure.
Okay,
well, since it's our 50th episode, here's what happened in 1958. Just a few things. Alice in Wonderland Dark Ride appeared in 1958. Yeah. Is that all we have?
No.
Oh.
Columbia.
Oh, the sailing ship Columbia.
Yep.
Folks in Tomorrowland. Oh, wait a minute. The sailing ship Columbia in 1958 also debuted. And folks in Tomorrowland could finally board the Santa Fe and Disneyland Railroad in Tomorrowland in 1958. And they could get a view of the Grand Canyon diorama as they began their complete trip around the Magic Kingdom.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's what happened in 1958. And that's the news for this evening, this episode. Now let's play a round of Ask Dean. I have my little flash drive here. It's 2-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you were keeping score. I don't remember anymore.
It
Oh
is.
no, yeah, I could have taken the lead
No,
even
you did.
further.
No, you took it.
No,
This last
before,
one.
but then the last one we both guessed incorrectly. I remember. I think.
No, I guessed wrong. You guessed correct on the last one.
Oh, was it okay?
Yeah. All right, so we're going Q5, right?
That's correct. Okay, question number 5. What land did exist in the park but does not exist now? Is it A, Winterland? Is it B, Holidayland? Is it C, Candyland? Or D, Storybook Land?
He's going to get it wrong.
What is the answer anyway?
He's gonna get it wrong.
It's Holidayland,
Yep.
but he's going to get it wrong.
He's gonna get it wrong.
Both you guys say it's wrong?
Yeah,
Yep.
I kind of want to do it just to kind of go against her, but yeah, I think he's gonna get
He's
it wrong.
going to get it wrong.
My gut tells me he's gonna get it wrong.
I think he's, I think so too.
Storybook Land.
No, good. Yep, we were correct.
You answer for D, Storybook Land. That is not correct. Oh.
Bummer.
The real answer is Holidayland.
He's just so.
His reactions are classic. Like, oh, okay, I
didn't go.
What it was a field, like a corporate field. They had like softball and little playground, and picnic tables and things like that in that tent.
Oh.
It was located right where like New Orleans Square is now, in that area. Prior to like 1967. That was it.
He cracks me up.
So we both got a point on that one. So now I have 3.
You have 3 and I have 2.
Okay.
Yes, 3-2. All right. All right. So that's going to be our news for that. And now we're going to move into one of our. Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
So I was trying to hold that back. Sorry.
We're going to move on to one of our favorite segments called One-on-One with Jess. But hold on. Wait a minute. Udi, do you want some ice cream?
I do.
Okay. I was wondering if you want some ice cream.
No, I'm all right.
I threw yours away. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It was getting kind of
Frostbitten.
a little frostbitten.
That-
It was starting
that's
to look
okay.
like the Matterhorn.
Oh, he would have ate it then.
Yes.
It was. I couldn't. I just. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So we had a review on iTunes, and thank you very much for that review. Yeah. Anytime we get a review, we listen to it, we cheer, and we go, okay, this is
Or
fine.
reread, yeah.
And one of his comments was basically about some of the audio stuff. And to his point, I agree. Anytime you have a comment about the audio, if the mix is wrong, if you can't hear it, please do let me know, because I just don't know. I'm doing it in my own little world, and I don't know how anyone else listens to podcasts, but I always have my headphones on and while I'm at work. It's very rare do I pull it off my iPhone and just listen to it, or Android or whatever. So I just sort of mix it from my own headphones. So if something's wrong, please let me know and I'll adjust it accordingly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
No, we always like constructive criticism, so we appreciate it when it's constructive. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we appreciate it constructively.
No, so really, thank you very much. We do
Yep.
appreciate it.
We may start doing the show with Wallaby corn nuts, though. I was debating that.
I can't do that.
With corn nuts?
Can't do corn nuts.
Okay.
Those are so gross.
Okay.
Oh, they stink to high heaven.
Or,
Oh,
pop,
my
or,
gosh.
or like Pop Rocks. We just have Pop Rocks and we do the show.
I could do that. No, that sounds great.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, keep the comments coming. We love them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah. All right. Now let's go to the 101 with Jess.
Thanks, Udi.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to 101 with Jess, where we see the magic of Disney through the eyes of a passionate guardian of Walt's legacy.
All right, you guys. Well, welcome back to 101 with Jess.
Hey, so glad to be here
I
tonight.
feel like it's been a while, but it really hasn't. But
Well, you didn't do it last time.
no,
Yeah.
didn't do it last time.
Big liar.
You know what? You can suck it. Mm-hmm. So, as usual, we always like to start off with this day in Disney history, which today is Sunday, April 8th. We're going to go back to 1973.
Oh, fine.
So, it was a great year.
Very good year.
Yeah, Disneyland's Main Street Opera House debuts the Walt Disney Story. And it has a special guest, Lillian Disney. It was a biography of Walt Disney's life in a 23-minute film.
Oh, very cool.
It featured a lot of rare footage. It's narrated by Walt himself from interviews from different recordings. And on display, they had photographs from the family archives. They also had a collection of memorabilia and national and international awards presented to Walt over his lifetime. The Walt Disney Story replaces Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, although the two shows will later be combined into a single attraction, and the Walt Disney Story will be officially dedicated May 6th. So they didn't dedicate it until later. Yeah. So basically, it was the Walt Disney Family Museum.
Oh, okay. Yes, before it was the museum.
Before it was the museum.
Okay. That's,
Are you trying to take a picture of me?
No.
oh,
So anyways, so let's see here. So before I go into, and I can actually turn this off now because, Mark, you don't need it anymore. Before I go into, I was going to do just a trip recap.
yeah.
Kind of a not long, but not a short 3-minute one. Udi, I have something for you.
What?
So this is for you. Do not open it until you read the back, and please read it out loud.
You couldn't make it to Disneyland, so I brought it to you. Thanks for being such a good friend, Corey. Oh, my God, Corey.
Now you can open it.
Dude, is she going to...
Who's Corey?
It's Shannon's mom.
Shannon's mom, Corey.
Oh.
Yeah, 13's mom.
Corey, God dang it, man.
Next time, just don't have her say Corey. Just say Shannon's mom or 13's mom.
13's mom.
I don't know.
Hold on. Yeah, she wanted me to go. It didn't work out as per usual. Lately, my luck has been Disneyland trip after Disneyland trip has been kiboshed by some reason or another. Ah, what is this? Hold on. Okay. It is it looks like it's a metal placard that was attached to something. And this is from, it looks like the original. Is this original? Like from way back then?
I don't know.
Where'd she get that?
You'll have to talk to her.
Oh my God, I can't wait to. Yeah, I miss that woman. She's freaking great. I love Corey. It is okay. It's a placard. It's steel. It's about, what is it? 11.
It's like
11 by 7, 11 by 5.
8 by 11.
8 by 11 standard.
Yeah.
Standard kind of picture or paid paper, and it is for Star Tours. And it has now the adventure is real. It has Star Tours, and it is a picture of the shuttle coming out of hyperspace, and it has Rex. It says Star Tours, and then on the right of it, Star Tours is right in the center of it, kind of a low center. It has C-3PO, R2 on it, and then it says the Walt Disney Company presents a George Lucas adventure. This has to be from the original release. Holy smoke! I'm gonna be distracted for a little bit.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Thank you, Corey. Oh my God, when I see you're getting a big hug, God, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing better. I miss you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. You don't even know. I'm trying not to get teary-eyed right now.
Yeah, I was going to give it to you, and then I was like, you know what? She's 13, gave it to me. She goes, just give this to Udi. And I said, we're recording on Sunday. I said, I'll give it to him while we're recording so that she can hear his reaction as we record. Isn't that cool? I didn't know what it was. Like, I knew it was something. Shannon said Star Wars, so we knew it was something to that extent. But
Yeah.
isn't that cool?
How freaking cool is this thing?
Where are you going to put that thing?
I don't know. It needs to be somewhere of prominence. Oh, wait. Okay. So, I'm in between spots. I know exactly. I have a mosaic of Darth Vader. Mm-hmm. You've seen the photo mosaics. There are a bunch of little photos that make a big frame. That's going to go right next to it. I'm going to frame it and put it right next to it.
Cool beans. Well, there you go.
Thank you, Corey. Oh, my God, Corey. When I see you next time, I will tell you, I will use expletives because I'm not going to do that right now.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I got to take a picture of it right now and put it. I'm going to post it right now.
There you go. You should tag 13 in it.
Okay, I will.
So, yeah. So, anyways.
Thank you. Yeah, dude, how awesome is that?
You're
Nice.
I know, dude. It's actually like... Well,
Yeah.
all right, so,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, so let's see here. So we did our normal trip. We actually drove this time instead of flew, which has not been the case lately. So we were lucky enough actually to leave Thursday afternoon instead of late Thursday night. So it was nice to kind of drive during the day. We ended up getting to the park not the park, but we got to our hotel about 10:15. And we stayed at the Candy Cane Inn, which is a new hotel for her and I to stay at. We haven't stayed there.
So can you recommend that place?
Yes.
You can?
Uh-huh. That's where we're staying from now on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Free breakfast, free parking. What else? 10% off if you're an annual pass holder. And then an extra 10% off if you're a reoccurring guest.
Oh.
So you get 20% off a night.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was fantastic.
And there's a free shuttle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We walked. We took the shuttle once, but we walked most of the time. So let's see here.
How was the breakfast? These are things that are important to me.
Hard-boiled eggs, bananas, apples, toast, bagels, oatmeal, cereal kind of stuff. It was good. Donuts. It was good for what it was. So, and then they had like the juice, the varieties like hot chocolate coffee and then, cranberry juice, apple juice, whatever. So we would take stuff back to the room and just put it in the fridge. So we'd have it when we got back that night.
Yeah.
Because we went in, grabbed a breakfast, then we'd go back to the room, eat, and get ready. So we did that. We got there about 10:15 that night. We checked in. And when we pulled in, I just parked at the closest spot. And then it turned out that right where we parked was right where our room was. So it was perfect. But there were 3 spots that were closer, but it had an orange cone and then a candy cane and van and then an orange cone with a scooter parked in it. So there were 3 spots taken up. And then so Shannon and I were going to go to downtown Disney. So we we got in the car and then I was backing out and I go, I don't want to lose our spot. And I go, should I get out and move the cone? And she goes, well, I don't know. And so I put the car in park and I grabbed one of the orange cones and I put it in front of my spot. And I was like, well, they're taking up 3. We're taking up another one.
There you go.
So we saved it. And then when we came back, it was still there. So we just moved it and parked the car.
Oh, look at you.
But we went to...
That is grunt style.
It was grunt style. It was definitely grunt style. We went to Splitsville.
Yes, you did.
And
And had a drink.
And
The drink was good. It took the bartender a while to get to us, and they weren't very busy. We kind of looked around inside, and it looks nice. It's nice.
Oh, I'm sure it looks great.
It is nice. But they have an outdoor patio area, and they have like a fire pit / fire wall kind of thing. So we sat outside, and I can't remember what she had, but I had some kind of cucumber gin something. That was pretty good, and expensive. Excuse me. So anyways, after that, we had a drink. We went and shopped because we were going to go to Disneyland, but at that time it was 11:45, almost midnight. The park was closing.
Oh, yeah.
So we went shopping, and they have half of World of Disney closed right now. Mm-hmm. And like straight up built a wall inside World of Disney that's like a wall and then the rest of it's blocked off. I was kind of caught off guard by that. Did you notice that when you went?
We didn't even go to downtown Disney, but I saw on a site that they had cut it in half. I forget what the reason is.
They basically cut it in half, and it's like a full blown wall with no way through it.
What are they doing on the other side?
I have no idea. No idea. So we shopped, and then we went back to the room, went to sleep, and then breakfast and whatnot. And we rode. We didn't ride many rides. I think we rode Mansion Pirates, Thunder, Guardians, Indy. Mansion Pirates, Guardians, Thunder, Indy, Jungle Cruise. I think we rode 6 rides in 3 days. I think that's all we did. So we didn't ride many rides. We rode like 6 rides in 3 days. But this was more for the proposal and getting things, ready for Jenna and Dustin for all of that good stuff. So, but that night the first night that we, like the full day, that night we had a dinner at Carthay Circle.
Yes.
Never eaten there before.
Mm-hmm.
And we ate there. It was, we stood in line for Guardians, and it said that it was a 55-minute wait. And it's just taken forever. And we're looking at the time, and I'm like, Shannon, we have 10 minutes before we're supposed to be in. And at this point, I mean, we were at about, I think, 65, 70-minute wait. It turned out to be like an 85-minute wait. Their time was wrong on the wall.
Wow.
So we're standing at the doors to the elevator to get on. Our dinner reservations were at 7:05, and it's 7 o'clock. And we're like, all right, like we've got to ride this ride and book it. Yeah. So we rode the ride, and then we hustled. We did not run. We hustled over to Carthay Circle, got there, put our name in. They're like, okay, just give us about 10 minutes. We're running behind. Oh. And I was like, of course you are.
Of course.
You weren't running behind, and we were running behind. You would have gave our seats away.
Yeah.
So it was a prefix menu because we did the World of Color dining package.
Okay.
It was.
Was it expensive? Okay. Oh yeah, it was. Okay, forget it. We won't talk about that.
No.
So
I want to hear it.
We will. So we got in, sat down, and it's very nice. And I mean, you go underneath, you're not underneath, but the base floor, first floor, and have drinks and whatnot. And it is expensive, but it's nice. You feel like you're extremely underdressed because you're in Disneyland and you're not wearing something that you should be wearing.
Do people dress up to go there?
I mean, maybe. If I lived there, I totally would. I know 13 would too. If her and I just like get all dolled up just to go to do that. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Next trip.
But it's nothing that you can walk around. You're not going to walk around Disneyland in heels and whatever and all day and then go eat. And so if I lived there, it'd be different. But anyway, so we sat down. They showed the menu. They gave us our menu, like pulled the chairs out, put the napkins on our laps, and whatnot.
Do you do that at your work?
No.
Oh, you don't do that?
You can put your own damn napkin on your lap.
Okay.
No, we don't do that.
I've been there a couple times. They don't.
No. I don't.
Sometimes at Jack in the Box, they do that for me.
Do they?
They do that for me.
Because you're a regular.
Because I walk in there.
No, because he's part of the elite.
Yes, I'm part of Jack's fan club. I am.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He does email me discounts.
Yeah, that's always nice of him.
See, that's nice. I don't even get those.
I never use them, but anyway.
So it, Shannon's, I don't know what to call you anymore. 13's looking at the menu, and she's looking at it, and she goes, I don't really see anything on here that I like. And I'm like, whoa. I said, honestly, this isn't the menu that was online. So it must change seasonally, or they must change it frequently. So I go, there's no one around. I said, we can just get up and walk out. I was like, or we can just tell, there's really nothing on here that, that I enjoy, thank you, but we're going to leave. They charge us $10 per person, whatever, for a cancellation fee. So she goes, no, she goes, I think I'm going to branch out of my comfort zone because this is such a nice restaurant. The chef is going to know how to cook whatever he's cooking, so it should be good.
Okay.
I said, fair enough. Like, good mindset, you know.
Yeah, good thought process.
And so I ordered a glass of wine. She ordered a glass of wine, but it was a sparkling, like a Prosecco. And we both had our wine, and then I ordered...
Oh, hold on. Did you ask the waiter or server or waitress, whatever it was, whoever it was, if the menu did change seasonally?
I did not, but I read online that it did.
Oh, okay.
When we were sitting there, I pulled it up and looked, and it does.
It would make sense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 3-course meal. So my starter was a tomato basil soup.
Ooh.
And to me, I ended up giving it to 13, and she was like, I'm not going to order that because I don't really like tomato soup.
I do.
Well, I do too. But it was more of a southwestern chipotle-y kind of soup, and it wasn't what I was anticipating. So I gave it to her because I was, you're going to like this. And
Were you thinking it was more like a
like a
bisque?
tomato basil bisque, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite.
What do they call it?
A tomato basil soup,
Okay.
not a bisque.
Okay.
So she had a salad, and I honestly can't remember what was in it. I think there were tangerines in it.
Lettuce?
Lettuce.
Okay.
That's yes. I think it was some sort of citrus vinaigrette, and I can't remember what else. Candied walnuts or candied almonds, something like that in her salad.
Like that.
So she had the rest of my soup and her salad, which, I mean, I ate half of it. And then for my entree, I had what did I have?
I don't know.
A hanger steak. So...
Flame kissed.
Hanger steak. Yes, it was definitely flame kissed. I eat my steak rare.
Oh, you do?
Oh my dude! One day I'll send you the pictures because I was giving her grief for it when she's like, no. She sent me a picture of how she was eating her steak, and I was like,
Really?
oh,
I ate it rare.
dude.
That's my favorite.
Dude.
Oh.
Oh my god! Like literally flame kissed. I'm not even joking. Like
You just cut the
On one
hooves
side.
off and give it to me, and I'm fine.
she would put it on the grill, 1,000, 2,000, and flip, 1,000, 2,000,
That's pretty much it.
and on the plate.
Oh.
I love, so that's how I eat my steak. So, yeah, I had a rare hanger steak with a twice baked potato and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Me too.
I don't.
Love Brussels sprouts, and they were good. The twice baked potato, I'm not a fan of
I love that.
them being made that way, so I wasn't a huge fan of it. The steak was nice. Wasn't
How do
fantastic.
how do they make the twice baked?
They bake it and then they cut it in half
And they
and,
bake it again.
and then they
No,
flip it or something.
They'll gut it,
That's yes.
put it in
on,
mashed potatoes.
Right. And then
But
bake
what
it.
else did they put in it?
I can't remember. I didn't really eat them because I did not care for them.
Okay.
And there was no bacon.
It's it's basically mashed potatoes in a skin.
Yes.
It's freaking delicious. But anyway,
sure.
I love it.
And so that was mine. For her entree, she branched out, and I was so proud of her. She had the salmon. And I was so proud. She's not, I mean, she'll eat
I
sushi
don't.
with me, but not cooked salmon. So she had cooked salmon with, oh man, I can't remember what else she had with it, but she actually enjoyed it. So I was really proud of her. And then my dessert was a cookies and cream ice cream sandwich.
Oh.
And then she had a creme brulee, like baked creme brulee or something.
Ooh.
Grand total per person after tip was $95. So
Ow.
yeah.
That's about
But-
$90 more than my Jack in the Box bill, typically. I'm joking about
But
that.
he did a great job. We tipped him $15 a piece.
Oh,
good.
yeah.
So
yeah.
he did a fantastic job. He came by at the end and he asked, if there's anything else we needed. And he goes, "Would you like any, warm water or hot water or anything?" Yeah, like I'm so full. And she goes, "You're gonna drink hot water?" I was like, "Yeah."
It helps.
I said it helps digest
Yeah,
everything. I'm
it
not
does.
gonna be full. So I sat and she finished her wine, and I drank a cup of hot water with lemon in it. So that was that first night. So yeah, we did
How
that.
was the bread there?
The bread was so good. She made sure she got plenty of bread.
Okay.
Because we know the winery story with the bread. So yeah, it was good. The bread was great. Gave you balsamic oil on the table to dip it in. Or nope, that's a lie. That was somewhere else. Just butter. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So then we did World of Color. Went home. Next day was just kind of getting things ready for the proposal because that was going to be day 3, which would be Sunday. So then Saturday night rolls around. And mind you, some of the listeners that don't know, and I didn't just kind of talk about it on Facebook because I didn't want my friend Jenna to know that her boyfriend was going to propose. I I had a couple people reaching out that wanted to hang on Facebook, meet with us, like come hang out with us. And I just told them, I'm like, I can't, I'm sorry. Like if we're all here in July, you can come hang out with us and the boys. But I said, I'm here for more of a work reason. I can't really talk about it right. And so, cause I didn't want her to know. And she's on my Facebook, so I know she'd see it.
Yeah.
So then, Saturday night rolls around and we had taken Dustin, my friend that was proposing, drew 21 pictures, and I actually have them upstairs, and I should have grabbed them to show you guys. 21 photos of Disney characters, and he had a 21 clue scavenger hunt planned out for Jenna to go on for what she thought was going to be her birthday. So we were in charge of transporting all 21 photos and all 21 clues that 13 had to type up. She laminated them, made them beautiful with like decorations around the edges.
Of course she did.
She made them great. So Saturday night rolls around and I'm going through the 2 bags of all the photos, and they're all framed. And I pull the one out that's my clue that I'm supposed to be holding to show Jenna. She doesn't take them. She just sees them and continues on. I'm holding it and I drop it and the glass shatters.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
And Shannon goes, Jessica. And I'm like, it's fine. It's mine. It was no one else's.
Right.
At least it was mine that I dropped.
Right.
I broke it.
Right.
And then she goes, well, you know what? She goes, I don't think we're going to be able to take all that glass into the park. I go, it's a good question. Good idea. Good thought. Mind you, we had to be up at like 6:30 the next morning to get everything ready, pack because we're going home, move the car, get to downtown Disney to hand out all these clues and whatnot. So Saturday night when we went back to the park, we asked the security guard and he goes, no, absolutely not. Because you cannot bring even frames into this park.
Oh.
And so Sunday morning, we're packed up, we're ready, and we're like on a time crunch for this, to get where we need to go because we're meeting 18, 19 people that we have to help delegate. And we had to take apart all the picture frames, pull the glass, and then put the picture frames back together. It was a lot of work, and it was a lot. So we did all that, got to the park that day. The proposal went off without a hitch. It was fantastic. When she got to the clue with me, I was kind of hiding. I had a cast member holding it. And so I was kind of hiding behind a pillar. And I went to kind of scoot sideways so she wouldn't see me, and my shirt got stuck, so I couldn't move anymore. So she turned and she saw me, and she's like, you too? And then she hugged me and started crying. And she goes, I knew you were here because I saw on your Facebook that you were here for work, but I figured it was for the podcast.
Oh.
Like, perfect. And so I had to do a FaceTime call for her back to Skate Town where she works, and it was all of her students in one of the party rooms, and they all sang happy birthday to her. And she lost her marbles at that point. It was already done. And then I was like, okay, well, have fun. Good luck. And Shannon and I walked away and just left her she had a photographer with her. She had Lindsay Gray with her as the photographer.
Okay, I remember that,
Taking all like pictures of everybody that she went and encountered and whatnot. So I can't wait to see those. And so we had to make our way across to Disneyland, but she had 2 more clues in DCA, and I wanted to see the last clue in DCA because it was her best friend. Do you remember Michelle Hoyt?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's her best friend. She hasn't seen her in years. Lives out of state. So Dustin had her come out.
Oh.
And so Shannon and I are like hiding behind a trash can, and we're like waiting. And as soon as Jenna saw her, she just hit the ground. Knees hit the ground and was just bawling.
Wow.
So yeah. So it was fantastic. And so at that point, booked it over to Disneyland. She's making her clues. And at this point, I've got somebody bailed out. So Shannon had to take the place of somebody else. So Shannon had to go to Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. I had to go to Mickey's house, stand in line because I had to see if I could get Mickey to give her the last clue, or to give her that clue instead of me.
Oh.
So I'm like texting Shannon. She's like, she's already here. She's done. And I'm in line for Mickey, and I'm trying to like get through. So she's getting in line, and I get into the barn, and they send me in, and they put multiple families in one room when they take pictures. They kind of line you up, and then you go about it. And I said, I have a question. I said, can I go? I'll go last. Let me go last. Let everyone go. So they let everybody go. It's Mickey, his handler, photographer. And so I'm done. They're like, okay, what can we help you with? And so I pulled out of the bag. I said, listen, my friend, she's in line right now. I said, she is on a scavenger hunt. he's proposing. This isn't where he's proposing. Like, I don't need you guys. You're not going to be pressured if she says no, like some uncomfortable situation. I said, can, Mickey just hold the picture when she walks in and then give her next clue? And they're kind of like, well, that should be okay. And the lead kind of pops her head in and she's kind of listening in because I'm holding up a line,
right,
clearly. But I mean, mind you, not spoiler, kids, close your ears. There's multiple rooms with multiple Mickeys. So it's hard enough to make sure that Jenna gets into the same room that I was just in with the clue. Mm-hmm. And so the lead goes, and the lead doesn't say anything. And I'm clearly saying, it's okay. Like, I'll stand in here with you, Mickey, and just give it to her. No problem. Or I'll stand outside at the exit and Jenna can just come out and get it. So the lead, I'm looking at Mickey, and then the lead photographer and his handler are looking at the lead, and the lead's kind of, she's like shaking her head like, no, and she's kind of mouthing no. And I look at Mickey, and Mickey, I'm holding the picture, and Mickey takes the picture from me, and he's like, yeah, we're doing this. And I'm like, and the lead's kind of, and then the lead walks out and then comes back in. I was like, Mickey, like, man, I don't want to get you in trouble. Yeah. And he's like, like, I'm doing, he's like holding it, like, I'm doing this. Like,
awesome.
No.
Yep.
And so
he's going to make some magic.
Yeah. And so that was fantastic that he was willing to do that. And so she was a few people back, so they had me, they're like, okay, stand at the exit. When she's coming in, like, they were going to have the photographer or somebody just come grab the stuff. And then so finally they like flung the door open. She's like, okay, give me. And so I just handed it, and then I took off because I had to be at the next clue because somebody else had backed out. Well, that was actually my clue. The other two were not. I had to be in front of Book because that was the clue that I wanted to give her.
Makes sense.
So Shannon is like at Mickey's house, and I'm running out of Mickey's house, and I was like, she's in there right now. I was like, we gotta go. And so Shannon and I are just bolting through Toontown, like up the hill past Small World, like in and out of like people trying to get there and like be there for her. So we ended up getting through, and she had 2 more clues. So we're like power walking, and Jenna was done at this point. Like, she was having fun, but she's done. She's exhausted. She's emotionally exhausted. Yeah. She's booking. I mean, she's flying through these things. And so I've got to make it to the proposal point now. And so Shannon and I are running, and Jenna's right behind us. And we're running through, and like I pass the next clue, and I'm like, she's coming, like, be ready. And so we take off through the castle. They're in front of Peter Pan. So they make it through, and then we're all kind of hiding out. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. The leather place where they do all the leather engraving in Frontierland.
Oh, I know it's front of like Pioneer Mercantile.
Yeah, okay, right there.
Yeah.
So all like 21 of us are huddled up in this storefront. And then finally we see her start to come. But she's so focused, she doesn't even see that there's like, we're all over here. So she passes us with the photographer, and where she's going to make her way to Dustin, where he is kind of like to the left of Thunder Mountain, where they do the, what is it, the Day of the Dead, the Day of La Morte?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's where he's going to propose. So that's where he's waiting. So she starts taking off, and so then she's got like 21 people like following her. So we all follow her, and then Dustin gets to her, proposes, or he starts talking. And it's so sweet, and she doesn't know that we all followed, that we were all still there. Yeah. And so then after he hugs her, he hasn't asked her yet, and he like does the wave, and she turns around and just loses it because there's like 21 of us just standing there. So we all kind of came about and curled up, and he did it, and it was incredible. It was something that I don't think that nobody will ever be able to top that. That girl, and I know I showed you guys the pictures. You saw all those people. And there was a cast member there. Like they found a photographer, Dustin, while he was waiting for hours there. Found a photographer. So they did a bunch of proposal pictures and whatnot, and it turned out fantastic. So that was great. And then after that, we went across the way, and we had the Food and Wine Festival passes, like the lanyard. We had I think 3 left, like tabs left. So we went over there to eat before we were going home. So we went over there and had like the asparagus Caesar salad, which was fantastic. We had it twice. Why are you rolling your eyes?
I don't like asparagus.
Oh, it was cold.
Oh.
It was cooked, but cold. But it was good. And then we had the buffalo wings. I sent you guys the picture.
Yeah.
Then Jay had them.
Jay was not exaggerating.
They were really good.
Yep.
We had 2 different types of mac and cheese, a garlic bread crumble mac and cheese, and then a bacon and jalapeno mac and cheese.
Oh, my.
And it was good. And then we had some Korean beef tacos, and we had something else. She had some. It had tahini. Oh yeah. It was a drink. It was tomato juice, beer, and tahini.
Okay.
gross. She had that. But yeah, so we did all that.
Did she
fun
like
stuff.
it?
Oh, she loved it.
Okay.
She said it was the Mexican in her being satisfied.
Okay.
Because she's half Mexican.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it was good. But the trip went great. It was a short trip and it was a busy trip. So it was more mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
Having to get up that early and make sure that everything was ready to go. For this thing, I had to meet up with his best friend. Never met the kid in my life. He lives out of state. Met up with him Saturday night and rode Indiana Jones with him and walked around with him and his friend. And it was crazy. But yeah, it was a good trip. Uh-huh. But congratulations, Jenna and Dustin, if you guys are listening.
Congratulations.
We're super excited for you. Yay. And then let's see here. Oh, I wanted to say congratulations to Jose. He let us know he has baby number 2 on the way.
Congrats, Jose.
Congratulations, Jose.
So she'll be arriving around the time that my new niece, Cora, is going to be arriving, which is going to be awesome.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
And now, I'm sorry, this is a long 101, you guys.
Typically they are, though.
No, hush
when,
now.
When you do a trip report, they always are.
They are, and they should be.
Yep.
We went to Trader Sam's before Goofy's because we had Goofy's on Saturday night. As you guys all saw, I got proposed to again, but by the brother.
Again, causing drama.
Yeah.
Causing drama.
It was great. They're starting to remember us, which is freaking fantastic.
Right.
Because, at Goofy's, they do this thing where you have to, they play a song and you twirl your napkin and the characters, come around to the tables and just they're dancing. But Pluto, as soon as he came around that corner, he kind of saw me and he came by, he, took his napkin and he started playing with it in my hair. And I was like, yep, you know us.
Yep.
And then he tried to give Shannon mouth-to-mouth, which was a little weird. Not really mouth-to-mouth, but, he straight up put her head in his mouth. It was hilarious. But we had Trader Sam's before that, and we had a spiked Dole Whip. And again, it was different then. Every time we've gone, it's
to
been
be the bartender.
Different. This time, it's the cheapest it was. It was $11.
Okay.
It was on the rocks, and not blend. It was right. That was when she brought it to us. We were like, "What? It's on the rocks, Dole Whip blended yogurt." Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it was okay. It wasn't the best. The best one was still the first one we had with Patrick there. But anyway, so we did that, and it was okay. It was, it wasn't great. And they're getting cheaper every time we go.
Good.
I told her, I said, every time we go, they're getting cheaper. First one was
good.
$13.75, $14. So yeah. There's something else I wanted to tell you guys, but I don't remember. So, I posted that picture with the caption. And so I'm going to let you guys be the judge because I don't know if we got enough responses to have a winner.
That one where you're
I
kind
feel
of,
like it's not fair for us not to have a winner for the people that participated.
Okay.
So, I posted that picture and you guys saw it, right?
What did you think of the fact that,
that
there were no parades?
I hated it.
Oh,
Absolutely
I
hated it. It was so quiet and just empty.
Perfect.
No, I hated it. So,
okay.
I hated it. Okay, so that's the picture I posted, and it's just me with my spiked Dole Whip.
Yes.
Okay, so I said best caption wins a bag of coffee from Expedition Roasters. So, let's see here. Ken said, a lady in her Dole Whip. And then somebody else just gave me a bunch of heart faces. And then this must be Charles, because it's from the Squeeze In.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Says, I can go for a tiki rum right about now. And then it says, LOL, have a great trip. And then Patrick said, a spiked Dole Whip to help wash away the stress.
Yeah.
And that was off Instagram. But then on our
Facebook?
That's the one, if it'll load. Somebody said, I think it was only one, unfortunately. Where are you? There it is. Yeah, it was only one that said, this Dole Whip is okay, but I can't wait till my dream of drinking a blue milk in Galaxy's Edge comes true.
Winner!
That's the winner.
Winner!
Yeah.
It was like...
Yes.
So that was from Seth. So that's Seth. So Seth, the boys both agree.
You won.
Yep.
Congratulations. So I'll contact you through our Facebook page and get all of your information, and we will be mailing you out a bag of coffee. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I knew you guys were going to like that one.
Mm-hmm. You saw it come up and you're like, oh, man, that one's going to win.
Yeah. Gosh darn it. So, yes.
I see that the Squeeze In does follow us. Do you guys know the people that own that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Our old bosses from Skate Town.
They own one of them or all of them?
both
Or?
I actually know the co-owner, one of the other.
You know two of them.
I know both of them.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
What? Charles and Keith.
Keith.
Yeah.
I've known Keith since he was 14 years old.
Maybe we can do a show from there sometime. I've never even had a squeeze in.
We probably could.
Have
I
you?
bet you they'd let us.
Have you had a squeeze in Hamburger?
Oh yeah, I only eat one.
I can't eat them anymore.
Only-
I can't do it like my body.
Just eat one once every like 6 months.
I can't do that.
Can you get it without cheese?
Isn't that what
Then
makes
what's the point?
But you still get a burger. Get their tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Squeeze
No,
in
no,
is great, you guys.
That is what I always get. I always get a taco.
Oh,
That's why.
They're good.
Tacos, fries, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll go, Mark.
Okay.
We'll contact Charles.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know he'll totally let us do it.
Yeah, it would be awesome. So yeah,
Actually,
again.
Leon did a commercial for him.
Oh, really?
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So congratulations, Seth.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yay. All right. Well, I think that's all I have.
Okay.
So thank you guys for letting me talk your ear off.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Now let's go to our feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
Okay. So tonight's feature presentation is a new series we're kicking off. The first one could be kind of rough, but maybe the featured ones will be better. It's called 5 Up and 3 Down. 5 essential things that we like about a particular land and 3 things that we say we don't like or that you can avoid. So I guess this is geared for people that are going to the park, maybe once or they haven't been that many times or whatever, if they want some advice, or just things that, we like to do that as regulars that go, although I don't call myself a regular. But anyway, tonight's land is going to be Main Street USA. So,
Yeah. So when we thought about it, I'm like, yeah, easy.
is it?
And then as we went along, I started thinking, yeah, not so easy.
Not so easy.
Yeah, anyway, so this is going to be interesting for our inaugural one. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go.
Okay.
I'll be real with you. I don't know how this one's going to go.
So I will start with one, and it will be. I'll start with the
I was gonna say, are we starting good or bad?
good.
Okay.
Okay, so these are things that I think are essential for experiencing Main Street USA and things I like. Okay, the first thing I have is you have to go by and take a look at Walt's apartment. At least you can't go in, but at least walk over there to it.
Well, why can't I go in, Mark?
Why can't you go in?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why can't you?
I don't know. I was asking.
Okay.
I wasn't quite sure.
Okay. I don't know.
We've said it before. Imagine being able to record from inside of there.
We couldn't do that.
Oh.
But at least know where it is and know what the significance
Yeah,
of it
you
is.
should, yeah.
Just
Do
go
you want
over
to tell
there.
people where it is if they don't know?
Yeah, it's right about the firehouse on Main Street. And as soon as you walk in next to the town square, stage left.
Yep.
No, yeah.
City Hall.
Yep.
Right over there.
All right.
Okay. All right.
You want me to go? Okay.
Go ahead.
So while that is on my list, so I'm kind of like, do I say that one or do I say this one?
No, say your other one.
Okay, I'll say my other one because that one's going to come back on the list. Because I don't think I really numbered these. Like, they're all kind of essential.
Yeah.
So I don't have like a top and bottom. The one thing, and I think somebody might know, is the flag retreat. That is something that
Interesting.
happens there. I do want to say this. I realized the last couple of episodes I've kind of went off on a tangent and a tirade about certain things. So I'm glad I'm not doing it this time. Not too much. So,
That's nice.
But yeah, that was one of the things that I find very important, even though they've altered it, but still something very moving and still
Humbling?
Yeah, well, humbling is a good word too. Definitely, and I've said it before, so it's not really a surprise for anyone who's listening or a regular listener. The flag retreat is something you have to experience at least once. At least once, even if it's not maybe your main thing. But yeah, if you go experience it. It is well worth it.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
There you go.
Okay. Mine aren't in any particular order either.
Neither
but,
mine.
Okay, good. Because I'll probably come back to yours in a little bit. But I would have to say the Clydesdales with the trolley. I think that's something that you should at least ride down once. I think you should hop on
I've never done that.
You should.
Okay.
It's just because I don't know. It just makes it more homey. Mm-hmm. And that's how Walt wanted it, and that's how he kind of put it. And it was weird not hearing their hooves.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Because they weren't there right now. When we were there, they weren't there yet.
Right.
The horses hadn't been introduced back to Main Street. They were on a very nice vacation. So it was weird to not hear that. The cars in the bus were still going down, so you hear it in the horns and whatnot, but you didn't hear the horses. So I'm glad that they're back now, but that's something that I think you should at least do once.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
noted.
hearing the hooves
Yeah.
is another unique sound to the whole entire area.
Yeah.
Right on.
Agree.
Number 2, in no order, is the Disney Gallery.
Okay.
I think if you go in there, there's a lot of interesting things that will lead you into different parts of that gallery. It's like, oh, I didn't know that was there. Oh, that thing's there. And then you start reading plaques and pictures. And this is what it looked like. And, the park bench is there from, why am I drawing a blank?
Griffith.
Griffith Park. And I don't know. It's just something that's really, really fascinating. There's a lot, there's a video in there. And, anyways, I think it's interesting. You can even buy some art there if you want.
Yeah, if I had the money.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so mine, in no particular order again, will be Great Moments.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, because it kind of... I enjoy the fact that when Walt started the park, a lot of it had to do with learning. And that kind of what's the word? It's still one of the things that is there that reminds us of that. And actually sitting there and looking at the animatronic, while some people may find it cheesy or whatever, I think it's really fascinating because you have to think about when it was in, what it means, and the bigger scope of it. So I would, and I've said it before, I will go with anybody and sit in it. If they go, hey, let's go to Great Moments, off we go. Let's go have a seat. Let's go relax and watch the whole thing.
Interesting.
Again, talks to more of the classic Disney and more of what I enjoy. Well, what I enjoy about it is learning and expanding your mind and understanding. Going back into history is important to understand what happened in the past so we don't repeat it and learn. And so learning history is a huge thing, and that's why I enjoyed that.
All right. I'm going to have to piggyback off you because, of course, you can't go without it. It's Walt's apartment, And when I say Walt's apartment, let's do Walt's apartment / the firehouse.
Yes.
Because I think that you should go in there and, even sit on the fire truck or the wagon and sit and just kind of look out, because you kind of get the same view that he would have gotten, even though he's up looking down. It's kind of that you get that same kind of view of people walking by and whatnot. So I would say his apartment / the firehouse is something that honestly you should visit every time you go. But because when we go in, last night we always, thanks,
Yep.
see you next time. But yeah, that's definitely up there.
Yep.
In my list.
Cool. On my list, the next is...
Don't say it.
Don't say it. The Carnation Cafe.
It's not what I thought you were going to say.
Okay. I think if you're going to... Well, of the 3 restaurants that are on Main Street, I think all 3 of them are like a home run.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Jolly Holiday, Plaza Inn, and Carnation Cafe. And they each have their charm. But I think Carnation Cafe it's right there in the middle of everything. If you sit outside, you're in the middle of all the action. Mm-hmm. You see people come and go. The food is really good. The service is great. And it's just, I don't know, even if you're going to get a milkshake or something, you want to sit there or a dessert.
It kind of stands out, doesn't it? Like visually.
The patio area does.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So I just think, if you're going to choose one, and that place takes reservations, it's there's the only one on Main Street that does, that I know of.
Plaza Inn does for breakfast.
For breakfast, for character breakfast, sure, yeah. So Carnation Cafe, it's one of those things that I think is essential.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back up a little bit, and I'm going to go the train station.
Like walking up to it?
Yeah, that whole area, the main train station when you walk in, so Main Street right there, right across from the flag. I don't know. It just... I've said it before. When you go into the park, one of the things that you look, I do at least, look forward to is hearing the train, the whistle, the bell, just hearing the hustle and bustle of it. And then when you look at the train station, it's just big and just kind of like old fashioned and old time. And then the seating is amazing. If you stand up there on the steps and you look down, it gives you such a great view of Main Street all the way down, all the way to the castle. You know, the hub and everything. And it's, Mark is showing me a picture. Yeah. Probably,
Yeah.
Shocking.
Sure.
Yeah.
And last time that you and I went there, we actually took a couple pictures from there at night.
Yes.
And it's one of the most beautiful views you can get at early morning or night, because when you look at it, it speaks to just the genius of the design of it, understanding Main Street, how it funnels in, and we've talked about it before, how it transforms the mind and gets you going for your day. And then you can kind of look down and then you see the castle, which is kind of like, it gives you the full transformation of your mind and putting yourself into a spot where you can really enjoy the park. So having that view from that train station and then just enjoying the train station in general is fantastic. So one of my must-dos is like go up there, climb those steps, hang out up there. I mean, you don't got to spend all day up there, obviously, but, go hang out, kind of take your time, look around, look at the train, look at what's going on, look at the views you get from there, and kind of get, like, it is good a place to kind of just help you understand what's going on, get you mentally prepared for your day, or at the end of the day. I mean, we did it at the end of the day, which I thought was great, because, again, we went down Main Street during one of our most favorite times, which is right when lights are coming on, and you're kind of getting the shift from day into night.
All right. Plaza Inn, duh. Hashtag fried chicken.
Yes.
Yes, that is and I won't even go with the fried chicken. It can be for lunch or dinner. It is just so good. And it's so good. And the character dining is fantastic. The breakfast there in the morning is amazing. I don't like bacon. I don't like sausage, but I'll eat both of those when we're there because it's just so good. And it's Disneyland, so it tastes different.
Everything tastes different at Disneyland.
Yep. The magic.
Because there's no carbs, no calories,
nothing. It just kind of evaporates
and
as you eat it.
It all costs $95.
Yeah.
So that would be mine. My third one, Plaza Inn, is a must. Breakfast or dinner. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, I cannot disagree with you on that. And even if you go there at night, you could do maybe be there in time for the fireworks, right?
And that's a perfect seat if you can time it right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. So my fourth one is, I'm going to piggyback on Udi here, is the Disneyland Main Street, the Disneyland Railroad Main Street Station, and that one in particular. Because, and just as everything Udi says, it's what sets everything off. The sight, the sound, the vantage point. It's just, I don't want to say everything that Udi said, but I definitely agree with him on that. That to me is the main stop where you should get on the train and get off the train.
Get off.
Yeah.
You have to get off of there too.
You have to do the full circuit all the way around. You just do it at least once. Again, even if it's not your thing, you got to do it to experience it at least once.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go. I can't. Oh.
And I showed you the forward-facing trains. I was blown away by those. Like, what? No way.
You were crazy.
Yeah.
Facing train.
In fact, they had been parked there, and I didn't even notice that. And I was like just sitting there wasting time in line. I go, what? What? Hold on. And I go, I need to get this like right now.
Front facing.
Yeah, front facing trains. All right.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So another one for me is going to be kind of going what Jess was saying about
Don't do that.
The Clydesdale to the horses, but that along with the omnibus and everything, all that kind of activity with the vehicles and everything, it just sets it apart like
a town.
Yeah, hustle and bustle and moving and you got to move around in the street and everything, and it just, oh my gosh, it just transforms. So just another layer of what makes Main Street so cool. Is that understanding, like you look out the omnibus coming, that honking horn honk as it's coming through, hearing the hooves of the Clydesdales on the pavement, all that stuff. It's so exciting. And then then you'll have your characters floating around too. But not even with them being around there, that doesn't even matter to me. It's everything else, and that is one of my favorite things too. Is just the sounds that they create. They're there visually, and having the sounds of all that kind of stuff, piggybacking off the whistle of the train and hearing the bell of the train and and the announcers and everything that's going on. Just having that activity. So having those vehicles on there is one of my favorites.
Awesome.
All right. Man. And see, this is where I start to get caught up because, Mark, I do agree with you on the Disney Gallery.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just, no. You know what I think's really cool?
You tell me.
I am going to tell you, gosh darn it.
Tell me.
I'll take you. You want to take a guess?
No.
City Hall.
Okay.
I love, because we had to go in there this trip, and we don't go in there all the time. There's no need to. I'm not going in to complain, even though I'd like to sometimes. But there's no really necessity or a reason for me to go in there. But we needed to because we needed 20 I'm Celebrating buttons, and we had to try to get 20 of them. But when you walk in, those glass doors, they have their French glass doors.
Pretty cool, yeah.
And then on the floor is all marble. And it's this beautiful, it's like a green, the marble's kind of green, and then it has a white, giant D on it. So for Disneyland, and it's just beautiful. And Shannon and I go, if I had the money, it'd be in my, when you walk into my house, that's what would be on my floor. And then they have so many just old pictures of the park, old pictures of Walt, and there's just so much in there that you can actually look at. That's something that's passed every day, even by people that go in there. If you think about it, people that are going there that are complaining, they're not going in to take in, the way that the decor looks or, the things that, from 1950, 55. It's something that's completely overlooked by people that are even in there. And her and I were waiting, for these buttons, and he ended up getting us a picture. He went to Mickey and Minnie and got a picture and had them both sign it for Jen and Dustin. It's like a congratulations.
Oh, nice.
And this
Very
and that.
cool.
So we had to sit on a bench in there, and we sat there for a while. And so we were just kind of taking it all in and looking, and it's just, and I love their costumes, and so that would be something that if you even just go in there, don't take it for granted, take it in and actually look at it and see what it really has to offer. And the bathrooms over there are great. They're kind of hidden. People don't really remember about them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Can you just go in there and hang out, or do you have to have a question?
You probably have to have a question.
Okay.
But, you can always just go in there and be like, we just need to get a button.
Oh, right.
Or we just wanted to take a look on the inside. We thought this was a ride. Just do that. You're fine.
Right on. Okay. My last thing that I think is essential is the hub.
Wow, you did not say what I thought you were going to put in your top 5.
Okay. Well, that's shocking. Well, you can tell me what that is after this. But the hub, I think the hub is also going to be in my bad list. But for the most part, the hub is really good because I think it's beautiful. And you can get to any part of the park from the hub, basically. You've got a great view of the train station, the castle, and any of the lands, Frontierland as well. And especially at night, that area is beautiful. With all the twinkly lights and the music and just the smell and everything. It is like a hub of activity. And it's just, I think it's essential just to go in there and hang out. Don't linger and don't cause trouble by just, standing around. But, go out there and, experience, take some pictures by the partner statue and even surrounding that statue, there's little teeny bronze little statuettes. I don't know if we could.
Or bust? No, it would be statue.
I think they're
like
statuettes.
Donald Duck.
Yeah,
Because
they're full-bodied, so they wouldn't be busts.
Yeah. And you can tell they do a ton of work on the flowers there too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, it's beautiful.
Always gorgeous. Yeah. So mine's going to be Walt's apartment. Another one. I mean, we've kind of gone over it, but I just felt like it is an essential thing. You need to understand what that kind of means and kind of his watchful eye over the park. I mean, even though we have our disagreements with a lot of things that happen there now, but still, again, going back to the original concept, the original thought process of a man who gave us that. So yeah, definitely. If you guys don't know where it is, just look over there and it just takes a second. I mean, you got it. Like, what do you do, Jess? Every time you?
Yeah, we always say thank you.
Always say thank you.
See you again.
Yeah, and so I think it's amazing little tribute to the man who gave us Disneyland. Yeah.
All right.
All right, my last one, and this would be my top one just because It's me. Coke Corner.
Oh.
One, because that is that's the best place anywhere in the world that I can get a cherry, like a Roy Rogers.
Wow.
And it's just so dang good. Oh my goodness. And then I can get my cream cheese filled pretzel.
Oh yeah, can't forget about that.
Because I had it at we had it at DCA, and it just didn't taste the same. It wasn't the same. It didn't taste good. And it was missing the Roy Rogers.
Okay.
But I mean, and they've kind of upped it. Now you can get chili cheese dogs there.
You can.
Wow.
Get you can't get corn dogs, which is good because it's right across the way. And
You can
should
get
do
this
that.
there. This is
Yes. Now you can get the bread. Did you have that?
Annika did.
Did you like
What is it?
It is a chili and mac and cheese stuffed sourdough.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord!
Brad
And they made
would
it like
love that.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's on the secret menu. I asked.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
They-
And they said, sure, it's $11.89. I go, all right.
Yeah, perfect. So
Done
yeah,
and
that
done,
is
yeah.
my last one is Coke Corner, just because. Oh, and then if you sit outside, like you can sometimes the Dapper Dans. You got the guy playing the piano. The
Yes.
Dapper Dans are up there singing.
The Mad Hatter guy's there.
Yeah. So it's so stinking cute.
Yeah.
It's just cool.
So what did you think he was going to say?
Gibson girl.
Oh, darn it. You're right.
Honorary mention.
Yes, the
Okay.
Gibson Girls honorary mention. Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you have to go there. And I did go there. I got an ice cream cone, and I was happy about that. And that was one bad thing I ate that whole time I was there.
Right.
It was.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
allowed.
Yeah. But it was really good.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't say that.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
Even though I was sick, it was still something I had to do. So, yeah.
Because I've got to, Mister.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Gibson Girl. Okay, now our bottom three.
All right.
Okay.
I would, and this may be a shocker, the first thing here, but
Gibson girl.
you get the Gibson Girl. No.
The-
I say, if you're going to be in the park many days, avoid the Emporium.
Yes.
It's good just to walk in and stick your head in and go, okay, this is what this is. But you can get better, the same or if not better options in Pioneer Mercantile or Downtown Disney or even just across the walkway at those two other stores there. Or Disney
Clothers.
Oh, yeah, Disney Clothers. They have weird things there that you don't ever see.
Yeah.
And everyone goes to the Emporium. It's just like a mad sea of people. So I say avoid the Emporium, but do stop and take a look at the little pictures at the windows at the front.
Yeah.
Especially at night. Peter Pan
Yeah.
on rocks.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And so honestly, mine is the exact same one.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
We're all on the same page.
for the same reason. Like the window front, great. Everything beyond that is a nightmare. You just walk in, and you're like, why am I even in this building? We walked through. When we went last time, I'm like, why am I in here? Why am I in here? Why am I in here? Like, I'm just trying to get out of there. Like, it is just, I'd rather go down to Disney,
World of Disney.
World of Disney, and at least it's like bigger and you have more space to maneuver. So definitely add that.
Well, it was bigger, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Now it's closed off. We'll see what they do with it. We'll see what they do with it. I honestly, mine, it's going to be one of my three, so I'm just going to go for it now, is the Emporium. Shannon and I went through this last time, and we were walking through, and I was like, it wasn't crowded at all, because it was during the day. But I'm like, man, don't you remember this place being a lot cooler?
Yes.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
walked through, it was weird. So I was like, yeah, like,
No, I agree.
but it's still, when it's closing time, that is like a sea of
Oh, yeah.
people, and it's a cluster. You know what?
Yeah.
So Emporium.
Yep.
Yeah.
Avoid it. Number two is I avoid Main Street. Or what upsets me is the sidewalk sitters around parade time, or people just sitting on the sidewalk in general.
Get off your high horse, Mark.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
I love you, but yes,
When
that's
I-
part of the fun.
No, when I'm leaving the Emporium with my hands full of bags of stuff, and I can't cross the street because someone's sitting in front of me.
Well, now they can only sit an hour before show, half hour.
I don't know. It seems like I've mentioned this before. It's an hour before the parade, an hour after the parade. People are just sitting around standing there. I don't like it. It's just I don't.
My butt gets glued to the floor.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
All right.
but yes, no, I can
It's
see it.
just somewhat annoying because.
I can see it.
Okay.
I won't hate on it,
All right. That's
but
it.
I'm still gonna sit in front of the Emporium now when you go shopping.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so mine's going to be kind of. I don't like the balloon vendors, the guys kind of roaming around.
Why?
Because it clusters everything up, and people like it. It's a love-hate because I love those, but then I hate what it causes. Maybe is a better way to put it.
Okay.
And it just causes and people don't pay attention. They're already not paying attention
To the balloon vendor specifically?
Yeah, well, no, they get distracted and they go
Yeah.
over, and it just how many times have you almost gotten run over or walked into because of balloon, and they go over there or a kid, and you just. I love them, but I hate how people react to them. It's probably the better way to do it. It's a better way to say it.
It's a better way to say it.
Yeah, because it again, love the balloons, but my gosh, people, I don't get it. It just causes to me an undue mass of people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Small gripe, nothing huge, but I'm oh yeah, just I avoid those the plague. I see them, I'm like, there's the balloons. Go to the opposite direction because that is going to be a problem.
All right. Gibson girl.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sad.
Sorry.
Why?
What happened
Why?
here?
Because I can go to Haagen-Dazs in downtown Disney and be just as happy. And the line is always so long. And it's expensive.
Yeah, but calories count there. But and I'm sure
That is true.
Well, that's
That is
true.
true. You're not inside
I'm
the park.
not inside the park. But still, no. I could I've eaten ice cream there probably once. And I was probably 12.
Oh.
I could walk by that every day of the week and not have a problem.
Making Mark sad.
It's okay. He made me sad with the sidewalk sitters.
Rightly so. Those are horrible.
Now we're even.
So I'll be shocked if I see you sitting on the sidewalk eating an ice cream cone.
Yeah, then you'll be.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
Gibson girl.
My last one is one I mentioned for the first one. It's the Hub. It's a love-hate thing with that place because at night when the parades are going or the fireworks are going, it is a CF of. I mean, it's a confusion.
Yeah.
Because it is one-way traffic. You cannot stand anywhere because you're either that or you're told to move. And then if you're standing somewhere, someone goes, "Well, I've been just waiting here for 2 hours for my spot." I go, "Well, I don't care. I'm just trying to get over there." Well, you can't. And it should be like a nice open spot where people can come and go, but you can't. You just avoid that. And so I get frustrated at night, even though it's beautiful. I just don't like it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's funny how we always, our biggest gripes are always the ones that are going to have to deal with the mass of people. Like mine,
Always.
the funnel of death.
Exactly.
The funnel of death, that is the big one. When people are trying to
Hashtag
funnel
funnel
through.
of death.
Yeah, hashtag funnel of death. That is just, you hate it. I hate it, but it's what else do you do?
Nothing.
You got no choice.
You take it.
You take it. And I'm like, I wish there was a better way, but there isn't. So it's kind of it's such a thing of
There has to be.
there has to be a better way, but there isn't. But it's kind of all part of it. Not the parade, people. That is not part of it. I will never accept that. But anyway, so yeah, mine's a funnel of death right there. It just terrible. People clustering through and trying to make it through, and then
Isn't that Tomorrowland? Isn't that Tomorrowland?
The funnel of death?
yeah, yeah, but it's through funnel of death right there. So it's kind
Oh,
of
you're
off
talking
the
about
hub.
coming out?
Yeah,
Okay, not going
right there,
in.
going in. Yeah, coming out into it. So the funnel of death right there, which I guess is right off the side. So I don't know if you could really call it, but it's the only thing that I'm thinking about. It was either that or Mark piggybacking off of Mark with the parade people.
Okay.
So yeah, funnel of death coming out into the hub.
And I can't remember the name of the place. I can't remember the name of it. The Kodak store on the corner.
Oh,
That's just a freaking waste of space.
it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a waste of space. And so you can avoid that like the plague and be just fine. Because you don't need to go in there because now you get pictures on your phone. And if you buy the Max Pass, you get free pictures all day for your pass / ticket. So there's no need to go in there. It's a waste of space and they could do something else with it.
Maybe they will.
Time to stand up, Udi.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay. What does the people say online?
I had it all pulled up and ready. But you got me so upset about the sidewalk.
Sorry.
I think I had it up too.
I
While
have it
you're
here.
looking for that, did you find it?
I have it, yeah.
Okay. So I do have a question.
Wow. Okay, Fernando said the same thing like 8 times.
He must have been really wants to make his point.
Wow, he really said, okay. So Fernando said lead favorite things first. So he said people who walk against the flow of traffic,
Oh yes.
people. Oh, he's supposed to say least favorite things.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what that's supposed to be. People who suddenly stop while walking.
Hey, look, there's an ice cream shop right there.
Oh, look, balloons.
Balloon vendors, because then I end up buying balloons for my kids, and they're like $5 or $500 each. Then he said people lining up for the fireworks or parade 8 months in advance. Then he said the popcorn vendors, because I end up buying a bucket and eating it, and I'm not even hungry, but it still smells good.
Yes.
13 said favorite thing, Dapper Dan's, least favorite. It's also a funnel o' death.
Yep.
Also, I like the fried chicken hashtag. And then Fernando wrote again and said favorite thing has to be the feeling. The excitement that you get as you cross into the tracks and take in the sight that is Main Street. It just seems that at that moment, all life's problems, both big and small, disappear. Even if for just a little bit. You know, at that very moment, you're actually here. You're at Disneyland. And no matter what happens today, it's going to be a good day. Bonus shout out to the great moments with Abe, and Disneyland Railroad and Gibson Girl.
There you go.
Yes. Very well put, Fernando. He struck back with vengeance on that one.
He did. So
Awesome. And he's right. Absolutely right on that stuff. It's one of those things you get when you cross under the railroad. You go, I'm
Right,
here,
yeah.
I'm here, I'm here.
hashtag fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we move on, I do have a question for you, Jess. A Fantasyland question. Something happened there.
Plead the fifth.
Okay. Something happened there that I had never experienced before, and I was like, what? But maybe I just never realized it. But, okay, so here's the scene. It's
lay it
about,
out for me. I'm closing my eyes.
it is about 10 minutes after 10.
PM, AM.
PM.
Okay.
So it's closed for all attractions because the fireworks are going off. Okay, and there's a rope that's right by King Arthur. So we're coming from the backside. We're going to walk towards Peter Pan.
Okay. But you're coming from
Let's say-
Matterhorn?
Yeah, we're coming
Okay.
from Matterhorn, and it's roped off right there at the carousel.
Right.
Okay, no problem. I'm like second person in line. I'm standing there, and the cast members, just kind of standing there talking, and I noticed that they're letting one or two people randomly go into Mr. Toad's, and this and I could see them all standing in there inside the line, and I don't think anything of it, and nothing's moving, going anywhere because Fantasyland's closed, and so I asked the cast member, I go, hey, I have a quick question. She goes, yeah. I go, are you guys letting people on Mr. Toad? She goes, no. I go, okay. And then I go, well, why are there so many people in there? She goes, well, they've been waiting in there since before the fireworks show.
That's a bold-faced lie.
And I go, what do you mean? She goes, because they're waiting for Peter Pan.
That might be the new place they're putting them.
And so I go, what? And so I heard them mention like 2 minutes or whatever. So say the cast member said like 2 minutes or something like that. And then at that point, they motioned for the people, another cast member over by Mr. Toad's, and let all those people go over to
Peter Pan?
Yeah, Peter Pan. And I go, what? Wow. So Peter Pan's automatically already jammed up before the rope is dropped. Okay. And the lady's behind me with a stroller, and she was talking to someone. She goes, yeah, as soon as that rope drops, I'm going to barrel through people and get there. And I turn over and I look at her, and I'm thinking, you better not be hitting me.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, no, I was joking. I go, okay. And I just kind of laughed it off because I figured she was joking because that wouldn't be good. So anyways, and this is what happened. As soon as the cast member did the rope, people pushed and ran over there. I mean, they jumped over everything, and I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here?
It's Peter Pan.
And it's like,
It's just something about that ride.
if you were to walk from where we were to Peter Pan at a normal pace, it probably would have taken 17 seconds to walk. I was already there, and I had to wait almost 20 minutes just to go Peter Pan.
I think we waited 30
So-
when we rode.
So do they let people line up before Fantasyland closes?
When it's closed. So as soon as Fantasyland closes, I've never seen them inside Toad. That might be something they're doing now because of whatever reason. But yeah, there was always it's roped off in front of the carousel. And then there was always continuing on, let's say Toad is here and then it kind of cuts out And then there's the
The-
fence,
the
and then
Mad
you get
Hatter?
to the Mad Hatter
Yes.
with the teacup.
Yes.
So along that area, they used to put a rope up, and that's where you would line up for Peter Pan, and
Okay.
then they would walk you over to Pan, and
Okay.
you would stand there and wait.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
So you could do that. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that's I think like the main question was. I've never seen anyone do that
Yeah,
before.
but I've never seen them put them in Toad.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. But as long as the fire marshal clears it, there's no problem.
Yeah. So I was just like, wow. Okay, but why would I? Okay, why would I stand there for half an hour, or whatever it is? It's more. It's longer than that, right? If the fireworks at 9:30, what time do they shut down Fantasyland?
9,
So you're there for an
45
hour.
minutes. But you get to see the fireworks.
Not in Toad's Hall. You can't.
No, they can't be in there while the fireworks are going off. They must move them. They can't. And they can't put them in there. That's
okay.
maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to ask somebody because
Okay.
Then what's the point in closing the ride? If you're going to put people in that line, just stand there. But you're closing the ride down
Right.
because of potential fire hazard.
Right.
Okay.
Because of fallout. What's the difference? Why can't you just run the ride?
Sure.
So I'm not quite sure if they're there the whole time. I'll check it out next time we go.
Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting. I just thought that was weird. It's like, okay. But still, people go crazy over Peter Pan.
They love it.
They love it. Crazy. All right. So good answers for our first round of 5 Up and 3 Down. Episode 59 will be coming up in a couple weeks. We will be doing what? Adventureland?
Yeah, we're going left.
We're going left.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can then do Adventureland, we can do then New Orleans, then do Critter Country, and then right to Frontierland,
Yep.
Fantasyland, Toontown.
Toontown, yes.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes,
You
and then
can't-
Tomorrowland.
So
Tomorrowland.
Toontown's going to be 5 down and
5 down, 3 up.
Sure.
5 down, 3 down.
Well-
But
Okay.
every land has to be 5 up and 3 down. If so,
No,
it's going to
5
be
down,
hard.
5 down,
But we'll
3
get through
down.
it.
We'll get through
Toontown. 5 down, 3 down. That's what I'm doing for Toontown.
Oh, we're going to reverse that?
I think
No, I'm
we
going to
should.
go 5 down, 3 down.
Oh, just all downs.
All downs.
Well, we've got a few episodes before we get there.
Yeah, we fine.
Oh,
Okay.
this time next year we'll have a new land to add to the mix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by that time, yeah, that's crazy.
Woo, woo.
Yeah.
I'm excited. By the way, today the new Solo trailer dropped.
Oh, it looks good.
Even Jess was like, I'm going to go see that.
I saw that when we went and saw Black Panther.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Go
okay.
see that. If you haven't seen it, it'll be 2 weeks from now, or a week from now. But yeah, if you haven't, go watch that.
What is it?
The Solo trailer.
Oh, the Soul trailer. Okay.
He wasn't
is-
talking about Black Panther.
No. Don't worry about Black Panther. You're good. Yeah, no. Solar. It actually looks like a gun-slinging gangster in space type of story.
It's gonna be cute.
Which, if you've ever seen the show Firefly,
I have. Wonderful.
Oh, I love
You're
the
going old
actor.
school with that. Not
dude,
real school,
Firefly.
but one
Never
season
saw it.
only, though, right?
Only one season.
But so well written.
Yep. And then the follow movie Serenity.
I don't know what Serenity was.
You never saw the movie Serenity?
No. Was it based on Firefly?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I never saw that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Stuff
Okay.
happens in that movie that make you mad.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good movie though.
Okay.
Go see that too.
All right. I will definitely try to find that. Shoot, I was going to say something. Oh, does Solo look like it's going to be a space opera?
Yes, definitely.
No.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
No.
Would you call Star Wars a space opera?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, but this is not.
Gunslinger.
Okay.
Gunslinger gangster movie, man. Straight up.
Hey, and we found out how old Chewie was.
Yeah.
150?
Well, no.
Nine.
Back then, 190.
100.
Yeah.
But you go.
He looks good for 190.
Yeah. Yep. Go
Yeah.
see it. Go watch it.
So, anyways, that's going to wrap up episode 58. Jess, where can people find you?
So let's see here. My Instagram now is Storybook Jess, so that you can find me there. And my Snapchat is Jess Farfan. I have my Snapchat code on our. I don't. I lied. I keep saying that. It's still not on there, so I need to post it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll put my Snapchat code on my Instagram and on the LTP Instagram as well. And then let's see here. Facebook is Jessica Farfan. And then our Leaving Today podcast is Leaving Today podcast, 2 words. So Leaving Today space podcast on for Facebook. Yep.
Okay. Udi, where can people find you for more witty banter?
You can find me on all of my socials, which are HAXGOALIE. That's Hacks Goalie, which are Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I don't know, Vero I'm not really using. So I have it on there, but I haven't really used it.
Okay.
Then you can also find me on my other show, which is Bad or Bad, which is all movie reviews and movie centric. That is on we have a Facebook page, our web page, which is Bad or Bad. That is our website. Our Twitter and our Instagram is Team Bad or Bad. And on there, well, hopefully by the time, which should be up by the time this episode comes up, will be a review for Ready Player One.
Oh.
Yep.
Right on. You can find me at leavingtodaypodcast.com. Info at leavingtodaypodcast.com. Also Instagram, Leaving Today Podcast. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else about this episode?
No, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was really
fun.
good. Okay. So thank you so much for listening. Please reach out. Oh, we are going to be doing a message board thing soon. I want to talk to you about that. We're going to get that thing going.
We're working on it.
Tease that a little bit.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to reach out to Dan about that. So we're going to have new ways of connecting with you guys.
Yep.
In the meantime, go to our merchandise tab, find a shirt you like, or a coffee mug, or something, or a sticker. The stickers are awesome.
They are.
And how are we getting out those other ones?
I don't know. I think I'm going to throw them in to our winner. I'll throw in a sticker there.
Okay. Yeah.
I have them. I kind of just have them for whenever we want to give them out.
Those are awesome.
We should have taken them to the park.
You should have. And remember, I'm like, why didn't I give you
We'll order
stickers?
more, I guess.
Yeah, we can get more.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, check out our merchandise tab or go to tpublic.com and search for Leaving Today Podcast and find a shirt for yourself. Be cool. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Until then, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the parks.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Why are you so red, by the way?
Okay, that's why you look weird.
Yeah.
As per usual.
Yeah. Do you like the taste of fish water?
No. I said no.
Too bad you guys aren't sticking around for tacos after this. Let's get going because I got tacos waiting for me.
Oh,
I'm going. Am I coming over or no?
No.
All right. Temptation is great, though. Temptation is great. Oh, man. Where's my invite? You ruined it.
I was gonna say something.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We got to do this again.
Can we? Yeah, we're gonna. You are. Can we? We could read. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
I know.
Because that's not grunt style. That's the only way we do around here. I'm still hungry. I have a full rack of ribs in the fridge. I'm ready. I got lasagna in the fridge.
In the fridge?
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't made it yet. It's.
Oh, you have to cook it?
I have to cook it.
That takes like 4 hours.
So I look at it, and it's a decent sized steak. 16 cents. Nope.
Let me see it.
Nope.
Let me see it.
You know, if I take it off, it locks and no one can touch it.
That's fine. I'm not gonna. You don't have to take it off.
Oh my God. But you
Yeah.
make me hot.
And I don't know why. Why do you? Okay.
Because you are a sarcastic. God, yeah, it's too short, Rudy. It's too short.
Short.
It's too short.
Okay, we're back to the news.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. I gotta drink more.
Okay.
Drink your. What are you looking at? Don't you even. You keep your hands off my Reese's.
You know how much he likes me? Not very much. Anyway.
As much
Okay.
as this morning.
Not very much.
I said not as much as this one.
Oh. Okay. 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 Gotcha.
I'll show you my monkeys.
Your what?
My monkeys. But then when you pet her, she bites you.
Oh, well, that I have no control over.
Why you gotta ruin everything? Wow, these are smaller than I thought.
That's what she said.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
Get over it.
I was just asking. I can't ask questions now?
No.
Oh, well, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Bam! Oh, what?
My mouth hurts.
And every time I look at it, it makes me cry a little bit on the inside. It really does. No, I will give you one.
You have to give me 2.
Nope.
One from the back.
Drink your alcohol that's way too strong.
Way too strong.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face